Hey there guys, Martin here. We are in Guild Wars and we are in LA. It's February 18th and we are just moments away from the launch where they are going to destroy all this. And yeah, here's a before scene picture and everybody's gathered on top of this tower that somebody got to somehow. But anyway, they're pulling us up here and we're just having a last night in LA party just for tickles and giggles. So yeah, the patch is fixing to hit kind of any minute now, and gonna be interesting to see how they handle this with so many things. I mean, LA is kind of the central hub for everything, and things with personal story and such. Going to be the major thing. I mean, you can move vendors and conveniences. But personal story is be interesting to see how they handle that. Um, and is this going to be a long-term effect? I don't think so. Uh, they just because I mean it is kind of central to the so much in the game, but I mean it's going to be a major change. It's going to be out of commission for a while, I do believe, and they will, eventually, their things will be rebuilt, maybe in a little different form, different layout, which is cool. I mean, things won't be, I mean, it's a change. It's not going to be a stagnation, here. I mean, more people see this area than probably any map in the game. So, yeah, change it up a bit, and it'd be interesting to see. But right now, I'm going to cut away and kind of wait for the patch to hit, and we'll kind of see what the after effects are. I just want to kind of get one last overview of the city before it kind of gets pooped over. So, I'll be back in a moment. Video time. I don't know how long it's going to be for me out of game time, but oh well. Either way, it's cool, and we'll be back in just a second. Well, hello, folks. It's been about 5 hours. We're back. The patch finally hit. It hit around 6:30 Eastern Time, United States. 11:30 for the guys across the pond. It's what 11:30 Greenwich Mean Time, and it's actually Wednesday 10:30 for you folks down under in Sydney, Australia. So yeah, this one hit kind of late. But that being said, I'm kind of looking across things before we go in here. Apparently, as soon as you log in, if you're over level 30, you will immediately go to a cutscene. And if you were stationed in Lion's Arch, there are three outpost bases, refugee camps, whatever they're calling them, that your character will be transported to. So, I was on my Guardian earlier, so yeah, it says Lion's Arch under attack. Since that's where I logged out. So, let's see where it pops me up on this character. If we get to cutscene. So they've added a couple points of interest, or I've never gotten them on this character. It's 23 out of 25. I don't know. We shall have to wait and see. It's probably going to take a few minutes to load up, too. I imagine traffic's pretty darn busy right now. I know people have been sitting for hours waiting. Because usually around noonish Eastern Time here in the United States is normally when it hits, right in noon, 1 o'clock, right in through there. And so yeah, it's a little bit behind. Actually, after the time it took to download, because everybody and their freaking grandmother was downloading it, it's actually 10 till 7. So it's going to jump us straight into a cutscene here. I thought it was. This may be buggy as hell. I do not know. Because they have spent... The reason for the late launch is that apparently they were fixing issues with it, so... Hey. So it will be interesting to see how many... If there's anything broken. Because I imagine there probably will be a patch or two afterwards. Okay. I'll be quiet now. kind of the calm before the storm, I guess. People going about their daily lives. Then a Star Destroyer comes in. The Death Star puts in a death ray and blows up the whole damn city. Isn't that how it worked in Star Trek? Or whatever movie that was. Well, yeah, they're...
There are a lot of travelers lately.
Accelerate! Could that have been any worse?
We saved some, but how many people are still in there?
I owe you one.
Scarlet in half.
Hold on to that thought. It won't be long before we get another chance to go back in.
Next time we save as many as we can. I'm not stopping until they have to carry me out.
So apparently that's an NPC. Wow, shit. Oh!
I appreciate the help.
We'll get blown up, and the miasma will probably kill us.
Or the clockworks.
Or those thrice damned aether blades.
How interesting.
Don't forget the crate.
I'm already hearing the song they'll sing about us.
Time to do some real
Marjorie and
damage.
Casimir still in one piece.
Oh, okay.
They'll be fine. Marjorie's got a keen eye for trouble. And Casimir can hold her own with illusions, surprisingly.
That won't help them if they
Okay, that was kind of unfortunate.
Hey,
I nearly
I
died.
remember not so
Thanks.
long ago when you were in love too.
Yeah. I regret every minute of it.
Turn
Rejection's
chat
a
off.
pill,
Yeah. Okay. So that was the cutscene.
Is it time yet?
No, Bram. Be patient. We can't go in too soon. The miasma has to dissipate first.
Let's listen to the NPCs here.
Seems Scarlet improved her recipe. She's an impressive
My
alchemist.
crew is on the
Is there
verge of
anything she
breaking.
doesn't do well?
Knowledge
Make
is
friends.
the greatest
Good
treasure.
point.
Okay, I'm gonna walk away from these guys for a moment. Yeah, unfortunately there was NPC banter going on during the cutscene. That's kind of... I didn't know if it was from the cutscene until after about almost to it that I realized that, yeah, that it was all wackied out there. But again, just launched. I'm not surprised. Maybe it's supposed to be that way, but it's kind of disorienting. But one thing we did hear the NPCs talking about was that there was some rescue efforts going on, and apparently that's a part of what this patch is we're going to be running in and rescuing citizens. Not really sure how this is going to work. I'm sure there's an update mail right here. We'll run to the outside here. Here's the letter. To all Tyrians, this is a general emergency warning. A few hours ago, a massive flying platform has entered Sanctum Harbor, bringing destruction and spreading the lethal miasma, whatever, over the city. Furthermore, Aetherblade airships, molten portals, and toxic forces are overwhelming the Lion Guard response. Some of the citizenry is still trapped inside the city limits. We are calling on available heroes to assist in the evacuation efforts. Lion's Arch needs you. If you can, please report to the forward camps in Ganarin Fields, Bloodtide Coast, and Lenore's Pass at once. Captain's Council, Lion's Arch. Okay, show me. Okay, so they're way on that end. Oh, that's kind of neat. And Bram. I'm going to follow Bram and Rox. So far, these other characters I'm not a big fan of. Most things have been moved to the Vigil. Looks like I don't have that area. We've kind of paused there. I guess we'll give you some details of where everything's moved to. I know a lot. Seems like the Vigil is going to have a big majority of the a lot of the services that went on, but I, for one, never used Lion's Arch much. I mean, it was preference. I normally use Divinity's Reach and Holbrecht. Yeah, Lion's Arch was just not my idea of a hub. So, that's kind of the prequel of what's went on. Preparations for what's going on, I should say. And I'm actually going to cut that here. And we'll figure out what's going on. And show some footage later on from the what's actual battles inside. I'll tell you what. I'm going to run in before I do leave. And what the... Oh,
Time to do some real damage.
can't go in yet. Yeah, I think it's at the top of the hour. Lion's Arch will open up. So I'll probably just cut this out and skip ahead for when it does open, and we'll get a sneak peek of what's going on inside. Yeah, I forgot, before I ran up, I forgot to look up and, which if you've watched the trailers, you've probably seen some of this, some of the destruction. So, I'm going to get one more shot of it there, showing some of the damage from the outside of Lion's Arch. Kind of interesting. Okay, so here we are just in. This is actually the area just north of where the main, the tower I was standing on earlier is kind of, should have been straight up from right there where I'm at. And, ooh, we see the big drill thing. And, yeah, this was where the crafting stations and such were right in front of me. So, yeah, they've changed things up a bit. I'll give them credit. So, yeah, here it is. That's kind of a view of what's going on. And, as I've said many times, I'm going to cut it there, and we will join you back with some more stuff later on. Alright, guys. Thank you, and see you next time.